Hello again from southeastern Finland in northern Europe. I continue my series of historical videos about selected years, and it's time for 2004. It was a so-called leap year, in other words, having 366 days. The Summer Olympics were held in Athens, Greece, for the third time if we take into the number the so-called intercalated Summer Olympics of 1906. The first modern Summer Olympics in 1896 had also been held in Athens. In the United States, Republican President George W. Bush was able to win narrowly but undisputedly a second term against his Democratic challenger, Massachusetts Senator John Kerry. In Russia, President Vladimir Putin secured easily a second term, although under his long presidency, most Russian elections, at least on the national level, have been judged neither fully free nor fully fair because the same party has always won them, meaning United Russia. In South Africa, the Socialist African National Congress party secured its third term since the installation of multiracial democracy in 1994, and President Thabo Mbeki was therefore re-elected. Okay, let's get into that year's more specific events. As I said, a leap year, in other words, had 366 days. In the Gregorian calendar, it began on Thursday. On January the 3rd, 2004, Flash Airlines Flight 604 crashed into the Red Sea off the coast of Egypt, killing all 148 aboard, making it one of the deadliest aviation accidents in Egyptian history at the time. On January the 8th, 2004, the RMS or Royal Mail Ship Queen Mary II, or Queen Mary II, the largest ocean liner ever built, was christened by its namesake's granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II. The RMS Queen Mary II is, by its dimensions, 345 meters long. Its beam is 41 meters at the waterline and 45 meters on the extreme bridge wings. Its height is 72 meters from keel to the top of the funnel. Its draft is 10.3 meters. Its speed is 30 knots or 56 kilometers per hour. Its capacity nowadays is 2,695 passengers. It has since been surpassed in length by at least two ships. Nowadays, of course, these huge ocean liners have relatively few numbers of passengers compared to the transoceanic and transcontinental airplanes, because the air travel is so much faster than the ship travel. The ship travel is undertaken mainly by those who have a plenty of time at their disposal, whether because of retirement or because of long holidays, and of course, it tends to be rather elitist, especially in the intercontinental or transcontinental or transoceanic cruises. If people are low paid, even if they had regular occupations, they rarely can afford such cruises. Trying to find oh yeah. So timeline of largest passenger ships. Okay, so so IMS Queen Mary II has since her christening been surpassed by the following ships as the largest ships of the world. MS Freedom of the Seas, built in 2006 or completed in 2006. Liberty of the Seas, completed in 2007. Oasis of the Seas, completed in 2009. Harmony of the Seas, completed in 2016. And Symphony of the Seas, completed in 2018. Symphony of the Seas has the following measurements. It is 361 meters long. Its beam is 47.4 meters at the waterline and 66 meters at its maximum. Its height is 72.5 meters. Its draft is 9.3 meters. Its speed is its cruising speed is only 41 kilometers or 22 knots per hour. Its capacity is 6,680 passengers maximum, or 5,518 passengers at double occupancy. Okay, we'll get back to that article soon. On February the 4th, 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, an American computer expert, created the social networking site Facebook. On February the 29th, 2004, the so-called Leap Day of that year, Haitian President Jean-Bertrand Aristide was overthrown in a coup d'etat. On March the 29th, 2004, Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, and Slovenia, so countries in mostly in Eastern Europe, were admitted to NATO, the largest expansion of the organization. On April the 8th, the humanitarian ceasefire agreement was signed by the Sudanese government and two rebel groups in order to put a pause on the war in Darfur. On May the 1st, 2004, the European Union expanded by 10 member states: Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia, Hungary, Malta, and Cyprus. And with this expansion, it became truly a pan-European military, political, societal, economic, and financial organization. Because its focus or center of gravity shifted clearly eastward. Between June the 12th and July the 4th, Portugal hosted the UEFA Euro 2004 football tournament, or the men's football European Championships, which were won by Greece. On June the 30th, 2004, preliminary hearings began in Iraq in the trial of deposed President and dictator Saddam Hussein for war crimes and crimes against humanity. He would be found guilty and executed by hanging in December 2006. On July the 1st, the Russian Federation stopped recognizing Soviet Union passports as legal identification. This happened some 12 and a half years after the Soviet Union was officially dissolved on Christmas Day, December the 25th, 1991. From August the 13th to 29th, 2004, the 2004 Summer Olympics were held in Athens, Greece. On September the 1st, 2004, Chechen rebels took 1,128 people hostage, mostly children, at a school in Beslan, Russia. The crisis ended when Russian security forces stormed the building. However, over 330 people were killed. On October the 9th, John Howard's centre-right Liberal National Coalition government was re-elected with an increased majority, defeating the centre-left Labour Party led by Mark Latham. John Howard was therefore able to continue as the Australian Prime Minister, or the head of the Australian federal government. On October the 20th, 2004, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono was sworn in as the 6th President of Indonesia, becoming the first directly elected Indonesian president. On October the 29th, 2004, the European Union's heads of state signed in Rome the Treaty and Final Act establishing the first European Constitution. Simultaneously held congressional elections, Bush's Republican Party was able to retain its majorities in the US House of Representatives and the US Senate. On November the 13th, 2004, the unmanned probe SMART-1 arrived to the moon, becoming the first European satellite to fly to the moon and orbit it. On November the 16th, 2004, NASA's hypersonic scramjet broke a record by reaching a velocity of about 7,000 miles per hour in an unmanned experimental flight. On November the 22nd, 2004, the Orange Revolution began following a disputed presidential election in the Ukraine, Eastern Europe, where Mr. Viktor Yanukovych won. His opponent was Mr. Viktor Yushchenko, amid accusations of electoral fraud. A revote resulted in Mr. Yushchenko being declared the winner. On December the 14th, 2004, the world's tallest bridge, the Millau Viaduct over the Tarn in the Massif Central Mountains, France, was officially opened. On December the 26th, 2004, the most notorious tsunami or underwater earthquake ever occurred in the Indian Ocean, shaking northern Sumatra with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 9 or violent. One of the largest observed tsunamis followed, affecting coastal areas of Thailand, India, Sri Lanka, the Maldives, Malaysia, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and Indonesia, killing over 200,000 people. On December the 31st, 2004, Taipei 101, at that time the tallest skyscraper in the world, standing at 510 meters, officially opened.